Oh my God, Manchester United have done the fucking right thing. Finally, Bryan news. But first, oh man, rejoice, rejoice. There is a God, rejoice. Guys, what did I say to you on Sunday? What did I say to you on Monday? What did I say to you on Tuesday? What did I say to you on Wednesday? Adam, I didn't say that, my guy. Probably not here now. I said to be patient. I said potential, okay? We just had to grin and bear it and just wait and wait and wait. And look what's happened. The news dropped today. David Ornstein, you absolute fucking beauty. 65 million and 5 million add-ons, the 70 million that they've been craving. Now, look, that here we go is coming, by the way. No, I'll put my name on that. I put my fucking name on that. I think Brentford have got what they wanted. Manchester United have kicked and screamed and dragged and clawed, and they didn't want to pay it. We know that. They did not want to pay the money that was first shown, but they've done it. They've gone to them and said, right, what do you want? What do you want? And there we go. Manchester United, third bid with Bryan. Bryan Brigade, rejoice. Rejoice. Oh my God, what a way to turn a day around. What a way to turn a day around. I'm so buzzing. Let me say hello first. Let me get in the chat. There's some happy people here tonight, that I'm sure of. Chappie, welcome. Andy, as soon as we got the news, we packed the car back up and drove back home. I said, Danielle, it's your birthday. I know, I love you, but unfortunately, Bryan, I didn't do that. I absolutely didn't do that. She's been very, very gracious in allowing me to come on her birthday tonight to share the news with you all. But thank you, mate. Thank you. Steve, hope you're well, my friend. Jamie, hello, everyone. Hope you're well, Dan, and hope the wife has had a good birthday. Of course she's had a good birthday. Bryan Mbeumo news. Yo. It's made a day. It's made her day. Ben, good evening, mate. Mustafa, as always, hope you're well, my friend. Lucas in the hizzle. Hope you are well. Nick says, greetings, everyone. Hope you are all well. We are, Nick. We're doing better now. We're doing better now. Steve says, has it been 6 or 7 weeks that this has been going on for? Do you know what, Steve? Today, I needed this today more than you guys will ever know. I needed this news today more than you guys will ever know. And yes, all aboard the Bryan Brigade. Look, we've waited for this, and Manchester United fans have had to be extremely patient. We have, as Steve alluded to there, this has gone on for 6/7 weeks. It's the 17th of July. We fly out next Tuesday. We have had to be patient. Manchester United fans have had to sit there and watch every other club go, yep, we'll take him. Yep, we'll take him. Yep, we'll have him. Yeah, we'll get them. We've had to sit there and go, yeah, okay, Bryan's coming. No, don't worry. And finally now it happened. It absolutely happened. And before I continue, we are so close to 400. If you are new, make sure you hit the subscribe button and smash a like for Bryan. Smash a like for Bryan. If not for me, then for that poor bloke who flew back from America after with his personal trainer, went to training with Brentford, and then went, guys, I'm going. Fucking phenomenal news. Fucking phenomenal. Buzzing. Jamie, I hope you have a fantastic birthday tomorrow, mate. Hope you have a great birthday. And yes, Amy's Carlos TV, I hope you are well, my friend. And as Ben says there, guys, 12 to go for 400. There is a few of you in the house tonight. I want your questions about Bryan. I want your exact thoughts on how this long drawn-out process has made you feel. Because, look, it's been tough. We have sat here some weeks and gone, I don't think he's coming. I had faith. I kept faith. Simon says, hey, Dan. Simon from Canada. Come on, let's get positive. I have a good feeling about Amarim and this season. This is what I want. This is what I need, yeah? Positivity. Come on. Buzzing. Absolutely buzzing. I mean, Adam, if you're still here, chat, I don't ever remember sitting here and saying that the deal was off. I said there was worries and concerns. I can't. What's this? We don't want this. Mustafa says thoughts on Liverpool and TK and Isaac. I can't get my words out. Do you know what, Mustafa? Tonight they can do what they want. Tonight is Bryan's night. Absolutely is Bryan's night. So what does this mean for Manchester United? So I've had a theory about this. My theory with this signing is simple, okay? Have Manchester United, here he is, Moxie Shun, yes, one of the original Bryan Brigade members, one of the originals, that's what we like to see. And yes, we're all tired, and yes, we do love the positivity. Big up yourselves. This is a positive stream. Go on the other streams if you want to see someone absolutely piss and moan about everything. This is a good place to be, a solid place to be tonight. So here's my problem. Here's not my problem. Here's my feeling about this. Okay. So do you remember, and if you are new, this isn't this sort of channel normally, so please bear with me. Do any of you remember the constipation chat I had where I said that Manchester United's summer transfer window was like constipation? You sat there and you're pushing, lost 2 people already with that. You're pushing, and you're just waiting for it. And then all of a sudden, it goes. And when it goes, sweet disposition. This is what I feel like Manchester United window has been waiting for. We have been waiting for this transfer. And I've got to ask the question. Have Manchester United held off going for anybody else pleading poverty because they don't want Brentford to go, we'll have another 10 million, you know, lads. We'll have another, we'll have another 15 million, actually. In fact, hang on a minute. They're in for Martinez for 30 million. Do you want to, hang on. Yeah, we'll have another 25 million, actually. Yeah, same. Is this a situation that potentially has been happening? I want to hear your guys' views in the chat. There is lots of you in tonight. Make sure you're subscribing and getting your chats in. Because here's where I sit with it now. We get Bryan done, okay? I fully expect that done before the pre-season tour in America. I think he holds the shirt up before then. Once that's done, do Manchester United, after doing this, then go out there and start signing players? Do they start going out there and instead of signing 15-year-olds and 16-year-olds and 17-year-olds, we're not a fucking crash, yeah? We want first-team players. Do they go out there and do this? It's an honest question. In fact, let me put that as a vote in the chat. I want to hear, I want to see what you guys are saying here. After Bryan, where are we? After Bryan, will we now go for it in the window? And it's a simple yes or no, guys. Simple yes or no. Now we've got links with players. We've got links with a lot of players, and this is starting to ramp up. Do you remember I said on Sunday, guys? I said this on Sunday, folks, that this would start to ramp up. Okay, this wasn't me being an in the know. This wasn't me being someone that said I've got a cousin who works in the kitchen there. This wasn't me being someone who I know that works on the car park there. You know, flags them in. This was me as a Manchester United fan. Is this now the start of us doing something? Is this now the start of us actually pushing? Because we have been linked with so many players. Ollie Watkins, Martinez, Rios, okay? Tolisso. Who else is there? Fucking Sesco. If we're going for Sesco over Jackson, I will absolutely be buzzing over that. We'll get on to Sesco in a bit. But this is my question. This is my question to you guys. Is this it now? The gloves are off. We are going full in. Are we better late than never going to see these transfers going for it? Let's have a look at some of your comments. Let's have a look. So, Niche Fan says, liked and subs. Glinios are more concerned with people using too much bug roll at Carrington than signing Mbeumo. It's a complete joke at this point. They have been an absolute nightmare. And you know something? And as Ben says here, penny pinchers delaying save paying his wages. They will absolutely... When this transfer goes through, you'll have Barada, you'll have Wilcox, you'll have Sir Jim saying, this is the new Manchester United. Going out there and spending on Anthony like we did. Going out there and spending on Maguire like we did. Pogba like we did. We don't do that anymore. They will absolutely lap this up and come out and say, even though it's taken them a fucking age. Andy says, Bryan Brigade, the best news so far for this season. Now let's get rid of the mercenaries and go get a few more in. Yes! Yes! Oh, that's me tonight, honestly. Jamie says, it's only because of Newcastle wanting Visadan. Jamie, we'll take that. We'll take that. Look, there was always going to have to be a move, wasn't there? This was like a game of chess. This was like a game of chess. There was going to be something happen. And look, it's forced their hand, and they've had to do it. So long may it continue. Never thought of that, to be honest. Would absolutely love it if it's true. I'm telling you guys, I've just got this in my head. This, I think we're going to go for more players now. Moxie says, here he is. I said all along Brentford were playing hardball for that 65 million. I think after the Leeds game and before the US tour, it will go full speed for a week. Smash a like for this, man. Smash a like. And yes, you are always welcome on this channel, Simon. Glinios don't want to spend any money. Well, they're going to have to. They're going to have to. Nick says, Newcastle interest in Visser might have forced United's hand to put this bid in or risk losing out completely on Bryan. Yeah, facts. And Mustafa says, Sesco is a talent, Dan. Arsenal wants him. I got loads to talk about with Sesco in a bit. We will get on to him shortly. Bryan, yes, here he is. Here he is. My main man, Jordan. My main man. Yes, we want him in the kit. We absolutely want him. And we are 10 away from getting the 400, guys. There is over 100 in this chat. Takes 2 seconds to hit that subscribe button. Let's get over 400 for this fantastic news that is Sir Bryan Mbeumo. Jamie says we are yes, I'm happy tonight, guys. We am linked with Sesco now. He said he would come, and the Rios to Roma has fallen through. It's like you're reading the book. That book, man. Honestly, that book has been full of fucking heartache for the last 4 weeks. What else have we got here? Ben says, Jim said recently PSR isn't the issue, it's the lack of money in the bank. Are we now thinking that's a massive bluff? My opinion of Jim would massively change if that's the case. Potentially. Look. We don't know is the honest answer, Ben. I can't sit here and say that's exactly what I think. If it is a work, then it's a fantastic work, and that is what we need, because we need to get players in. Could we have done it a bit more earlier in the window? That will always be my question there. Newcastle's Peter's helped us. Go Sweden. Do you know what? I haven't even watched the game, Andreas. So sorry. Yeah, fair. Just need Calvert-Lewis, and you completely fucking no chance. So Andy says goalkeeper, midfielder, and striker. Happy days. Do you think how many of these? Okay, the 3 we know what we need now: a goalie, a midfielder, and a striker. Out of those 3 transfers, how many do you think we'll get? I go for a solid 2. I'm going to go for a solid 2. And Simon says we really should keep Anthony. He could learn a thing or two from Cunha. What do you think? I think Anthony goes next week. I genuinely feel like now that Johnny, is it Cardosa? I wrote it down, to be fair. Where are we? Yeah, Johnny Cardosa. Now he's gone to Atletico Madrid. They have got the peas. They have got the money. Yeah. They've got the power. They've got it. They've got the money. Go out there. Come to us. Knock off price. I know United are saying they want 50 million. Nobody cares. Just take the money. Off he goes. We've also seen the news, and this is brilliant news, that Sancho to Juve in the last 48 hours, as per Ben Jacobs, has said apparently that this has been a very crucial 48 hours and that it looks more and more likely that he will go. If we can knock off 2 of them in a week, Sancho and Anthony, I'm here for that. I'm absolutely here for that. I do want to talk about Garnacho a little bit in a bit. And big up Metch as well. Big up Metch and big up Tez for coming on last night. Fantastic guests. Really, really enjoyed that last night. If you haven't checked out already, check last night. We were in a sad mood last night because we didn't know his transfer was coming. Let's hope Brian gets done, says Andreas. Facts, my man. You saved it with that. You saved it. Steve says, Dan, I think the focus will switch to both getting rid of players and looking at others now. Yeah, I absolutely agree with that. And Chappie says 1. You reckon 1? Okay, 1 out of 3. Chappie, explain. I want to hear what you're thinking with that one, mate. Got to be a minimum of 2, says Moxie Shun. Love the channel enthusiasm. Just wish I shared it. I don't trust Glinios. As far as I can throw them, best in class, my arse. Niche fan, look, I'm not going to sit here, right? I'm not that content creator that sits here and goes, niche fan, what are you talking about? You're bloody wrong. You're bloody wrong. I'm not going to say that. At the end of the day, this channel is about you people coming on here and telling me your thoughts. If you don't trust Glinios, it's because of what they've done in the past. And they have absolutely barreled us over in the past. I said this at the start of this window, that this was their greatest opportunity to come out after saying in January that they were assessing everything, and then to start with a whimper like they have now. This was their greatest chance to prove us wrong. Now, look, technically, for me personally, they've still got 2 weeks. 2 weeks takes us to the end of July. They've got 2 weeks to sort this out. And if they sort it out and they bring in 3 players other than Bryan, then I'll be very happy, because I literally said probably 3 weeks ago, the OGs will remember this. I said, after Bryan and Cunha, I want 3 more. And I think we just push a couple more youth, and that's us done. I'd be happy with that. I'd absolutely be happy with that. Andy, this is a great comment, by the way. I saw this in the news today that Obi has been bulking up. Look, he is 17 years old. 17 years old. We've got to give this kid time to build as a person and develop. But I think he plays a few. And actually, they've said that he will play against Leeds. So that is absolutely buzzing as well. Would you take Sesco down in front of Bryan and Cunha? Would be good. Jamie, telling you, mate, it's there. We'll get to him. We'll get to him. And Lucas says, I think you'll get all 3, just not the quality players you want. Okay. Give me some names, Lucas. I'm going to need some names, mate. Pete says, Douglas Luiz and the Sancho deal to Juve. I'd love that, but I just don't think I don't think that's going to happen. If we go and get Luiz, other than the Sancho deal, I'd be happy with that, but I don't see it being a swap deal. I just don't see it being that way. And then look at this. Where is he? I lost your comment there. Jordan says, about to do my live with Greatest Day in the background for Bryan. Yes, you go and enjoy that, Jordan. I might jump on later. Ben says, 3 to go for 400. Keep them subs and likes coming, y'all. Honestly, we hit this 400 tonight. Be buzzing. And here she is, the Queen. The Queen. Queen Sophie is in the house. Smash them likes up, people. Subscribe if you're new. You know what to do. I'm so happy tonight. I'm buzzing tonight. I'm absolutely fucking buzzing. Unless we sell one, I think. Okay. Oh, hang on a second. What's this all about, people? We've only gone and smashed the 400 in the first 15 minutes of the stream, guys. That is absolutely fantastic. Thank you so much to everybody. Thank you to the mods in here. Thank you to the OGs. Thank you to the returning people. We are just getting started on this channel. I keep saying it. And this is a great start to it. I'm over the moon. Thank you so much. Thank you. Well done, everyone who has subscribed. Hit those likes. Fucking brilliant. What a night. Oh, what a night. I promised Mrs. Robinson I'd only be up for a little bit as well. So Philip says, evening, Newcastle did us a favour for showing interest in Visser. That is absolutely true. Might have Newcastle. Honestly, at the moment, Queen Sophie, you're Newcastle, obviously. I don't know where Newcastle go with their strikers at the moment. It's higgledy-piggledy. Honestly, I don't know where they're going. Christian, hope you're well. And I'll bet anything that we end up signing Jackson and Glinios will try and gaslight us into believing he's the best thing since CR7. Let's not do that tonight, Nish. Come on. Congrats on 400. Thank you. Down to you, 400. Arav, it's coming. Okay, we ain't failing this third bid. That is everything they want. I wanted to be hasty for a reason with that thumbnail, because this has been nearly a month and a half of heartbreak. Okay, this deal gets done. I'm not even concerned. He will be holding the shirt up before we fly. In fact, he'll be stood on the steps on the runway with the lads going on the plane going, that's the worst face ever. And Christian says this season could be wonderful. It could be wonderful. Thank you, Sophie. Honestly, massively appreciated. Hey there, United we stand. Hope you are well, my friend. Hope you are well. And Andy says, love this channel. It's brilliant. This is only because of the people that watch it. And there we go. Sesco linked as well. Okay. Look, you're all in here. Newcastle United fans. This is a football fucking channel. Yeah. This is a football community. This is what we do. Gonna watch the game against Everton. Are you? Oh my God. Well done, United we stand. I'll be doing a watch along on that, but I know where I'd rather be in the States watching that. And she's been spoiled already, chappy. She's had bare money. I hate saying like that. Bare money spent on her. If fucking hell, Ben, imagine. I think we leave the striker market for a bit, to be honest. Get our centre-back and goalkeeper sorted and then come back. Yeah, it's been a bit of a tough one for Newcastle. And Nish says, out of respect to you, I'll try my best to be positive. Great channel here, Dan. Only growing stronger each day. We absolutely are. We absolutely are. Thank you very much. Mateta, I would absolutely love Mateta. There's no doubt about that. Please, I don't want another heartbreak after the bloody Gyökeres. Don't worry about the heartache of Gyökeres. Don't worry about that. He was never coming to United. This is what I want you guys to remember about Bryan. This is why. I turned the mic off. Look at that. You can tell how happy I am. Let me start that again. Let me go back again, guys. Let's go around again. Here we go. Let me say something right. With this guy, you have to do these things. You have to accept him. You have to love him and bring him in. Okay? This guy sat there for such a long time waiting for Manchester United to get their shit together and get him signed. He absolutely deserves nothing but our love and adoration. He deserves time to settle in and find his way. This guy, man, this guy is going to be fantastic. He's going to be fantastic. What else have we got? Let's go through some of these before I fucking mute myself again. And yes, friends of Loaded Mag, a friend of mine. Thank you very much. I really appreciate that. 5 hours away from you. Gee, it's about 20 hours from here. Here he is. Giniesta, welcome, my friend. This is a happy day today. A happy day. Philip, so if Alanga's worth 55 million, then what should we sell Garnacho for? I'm happy to sell that guy for 50 million, put on a sell-on clause, and kick his ass out the door. Honestly. No, yeah, there we go. Look at that. Look at that. Terrible. Welcome. Submamonia. I'm so sorry if I've got your name wrong, but welcome. Welcome. Steve says, would anyone think about loaning a striker to check them out? It gives us more options. Now, we can't do that. We've got to go for it, Steve. We've just got to get these people in. And don't let us down. We'll be waiting for your Bryan shirt. You better believe the second that shirt is being held up, that I'm going straight onto the website. I'm clicking his name, putting it on the back, and it will be here. Don't you worry about that. David says, great to see you doing well on here, Dan. Toon fans always support you, Dan. We owed you a favour for helping us secure Champions League football. Game recognises game. You know this. This season, we will sing Glory, Glory, Man United after every game. Yes. New subscriber. Unfortunately, I don't have the optimism. I think we need to manage expectations. Red Devil Studio. Don't get it twisted, my friend. I'm not sat here saying we're going to win the league with this player. It has to be Europe. And to be fair, we've got this here with a question. Let me have a look. Where are we? Miklo Mix says, Dan, what are your expectations for next season? I'm assuming you have a head in the clouds answer. Head in the clouds answer and a realistic. No, my answer will always be the same. Regardless of who we sign, I don't care who we sign, Europe. If that means winning the FA Cup, winning the Carabao Cup, I genuinely don't care. I don't care if it means we finish 8th. I don't care if European places mean that 9th place get it. Manchester United just have to go and get Europe. It's as simple as that. I will not sit here and say Champions League is coming and we're playing once a week, so it'll be easier. Absolutely not. As long as it's Europe, I don't care. I missed some comments there. Sorry, guys. Only 57 likes. There's 166 of you in here. Hit that button. Hit it. Smash. Yeah, let's get to 100. We're in a good mood tonight. And don't do that. Don't do that. We should go for Mateta or Osimhen. Osimhen's not coming, bro. Osimhen's not coming. He's going to Galatasaray. Just Juve seems interested in both Sancho and Rashford. Let's try our best to get a structured deal with them. Look, I'm glad you said that, Niche fan. Right, this is something that Di Marzio seems to have done this summer. He seems to link every Manchester United player with an Italian side. The Juventus one with Rashford, file it in a tray called bullshit. That ain't happening. This guy is practically begging to go to Barcelona. He doesn't want anybody else. There is no way that he will go anywhere else. And that's a fact. That's an absolute fact. Hope you're well, Anuel. Hope you're well. There will be. I've got some news about a goalkeeper, which I'll go on to shortly. Cunha and Bryan, what does that rank amongst the best wingers in the league? Definitely up there. Well, we'll see. We'll see. We've got to give them time, though. We've got to give them time. And yes, 50 million with 40% sell on. Yeah, I agree with that. Right, let's go. Steve, come on. Come on, Steve. Smash a like for Steve, people. Let's get him in a good mood. Let's get him in a good mood. And one of the 5 players leaving United, well, we'll go through that. Let's go through some news. I'll come back to the comments in a minute. So with the horrific news of Jackson, we all sat there. And by the way, I will not change my mind on Jackson. If he signs, I'll have to back him. We back our players. That's just the way we do it. We have to back him. We have to give them that chance and that opportunity. Don't want him, but I will back him. I certainly won't sit there and boo him like some other people. Sesco, guys. Let's talk about Sesco. Let's talk about Benjamin Sesco. Yeah? 22 years old, just turned 22 years old, 6'5", pacey, strong, great technique. I love his technique. Always, and when I say always, this guy presses. If you've watched this lad play, he presses. He absolutely presses and presses and presses. His goal return, as you know, I always write these stats down. I don't want to be found to be fucking lacking, especially on a night like tonight. His goals and assists, 105 goals and assists in 210 appearances so far in his career. That's a lot of football for his age, by the way. That's a lot of stats to be shown in his age there. Now, there's a couple of things with the Sesco deal. Okay, there's a couple of things that gives me that little bit of, if you've ever seen Dumb and Dumber, you know, Lloyd Christmas, when he's like, "So you're telling me there's a chance?" Gives me hope. Gives me hope because there is a gentleman's agreement apparently with Sesco. Again, we saw this with Gyökeres and Sporting, and that went higgledy-piggledy, went absolutely fucking wrong. But there is that option. Now, some are saying 60 million, some are saying 80 million. But the thing that we need to look at here is apparently Leipzig are open to payment structure. Now, that has Manchester United's name written all over it. Manchester United fucking love a payment structure. If Manchester United could sign someone on Very, using their Very account, you believe that they would do that. So when you look at the Sesco potential there, it excites me. It does excite me. He is a big boy. He is quick. He is deceptively quick. For the way that we're going to play football, we need someone that can finish the ball. We need someone that can hold the ball up. We need somebody that will absolutely batter people. They will ram into them. His technical ability on the ball. You see him in the Bundesliga take that ball and he knocks it and he sprints. And if you don't look, as the old adage goes, if you can't stop him, take him out. That is what happens when he does this. This guy come with so much potential. Do you remember the Euros? It was last year, the Euros. Everyone was expecting Slovenia to do so well because of his potential. Obviously, he can't do it on his own. I wasn't impressed in the Euros. I will hold that and I will say that. But I absolutely feel like this sort of striker, if you're telling me now we can get Nicholas Jackson for 60 million, 65 million, 70 million, or we can go out there, pay a little bit more, maybe 10, 15 million more, but structure the deal so we don't have to pay it all up front, which is, we are skint, we know that. If you're offering me those two options, what the fuck are we even having this conversation for? Levels, absolute levels in the players. Ability, ceiling, goals they've scored, it's a completely different conversation. Now, here's the dilemma with Manchester United. Here is the dilemma with Manchester United right now. Do we go for it and just go straight for the striker? And then hopefully with players going out, we can pick up a goalkeeper. And I'll talk about Martinez a little later on. We can go out there and get a central midfielder, a Richard Rios. Again, I'll talk about him later on. What do we do? What do we do? Because for me, I don't know if it's because the Bryan news is sending me to Lally, thinking head and heart. My head says we get the goalkeeper. My heart says go for the fucking striker. Go for the fucking striker. We don't even need to have this conversation. We would have got a lot more points last season if we would have had a goal scorer who could finish up front. We were so starved last season watching Erasmus Højlund, watching a Xerxes. There is legs in this. Let me go through some of the comments. Here because I think we're going to have some differing opinions here. But let's have a quick look. Where are we? Where was I at? I love this girl. She always comes in with the realism, right? You ain't getting 50 million for Garnacho, Dan. Just calm it down, yeah? Sophie, come on now. Maybe 35 to 40. I don't know, And also, yeah, it has been a frustrating one. Peter says, don't buy your shirt from the club unless you want to take out a massive loan. I just get Mrs. Robinson to buy it. I mean, that's all I do. I just get Mrs. Robinson. I say, Mrs. Robinson, I like that and I want this. And yeah, you know how it goes. That's how I get it. What else have we got here? Wisdom. I love this. Smash a like for Wisdom. What if no clubs really want these fucking players? This is a guy right here. Wisdom, you have my love and support. This is a guy right here who is just done with the transfer window. And I see him sat there going, well, why everyone fucking wants him? I love that, Wisdom. Love that. And yes, let's smash those likes. Steve, as I said, we are, but are we? We don't know. It's coming. Yeah. Mr. Purcell, Mrs. Purcell, it's coming. I am so sure. I am so sure. Sesco is definitely an option. Would he want this though? Well, Niche fan, I'm glad you said that because I forgot to say about this. Apparently, the reports are saying he is open to coming to Manchester United without European football. Now, I feel like Sesco will end up in the Premier League this season, be it Newcastle or United. I don't think he will go to Saudi. I think he's pretty much put the dampeners on and said, I don't want to go there yet. I'm too young. This is going to be an interesting one. This one, Sesco, is going to be an interesting one. Steve says, we've still got time this transfer season, guys. Rome wasn't built in a day. No, but we are officially laying the foundations now. Michael says, Watkins instead of Sesco. That's a good argument. Where did we go, by the way, with the... let's have a look. Yeah, look at that. Oh, look at the votes coming in. 86% of you saying we're going to go for it now. Love that. I love that. Seen that guy on YouTube, the greatest night of my life. I'm in such a good mood for this. Dan, what if Newcastle drop a bid in and they agree to sell the cheaper player and Vista to us first? Sophie, it's not going to happen like that. It's not going to happen. Stop doing that to me. And we're only at 77 likes, guys. Let's smash those likes up. There's 290 in this building tonight. I want to see some subs. Yeah, let's get these subs. Let's get the positivity going. We've just smashed 400 subscribers, which is fantastic. I really needed that today. So let's keep the good times going. Andy says, Dan, you're right. We need to give new players a chance. Plus, we need to give the manager and all the players a chance. Never a more true word spoken, Andy. Subramonia says, I still remember the United Stand channel was with very few subscribers. I wish you the best and for you and the team. Thank you very much. Subra. There we go. I'll call you Subra. I'll remember that. Thank you. I don't think you lot have a lot more to spend, says Sophie. Sophie, stop dampening it. It's Mrs. Robinson's birthday today. I need positivity. So I just need, and yeah, Klarna, absolutely Klarna. And then Mick, oh my God, I can't even talk. Mikel O'Mick says, if you get Bryan, I think you'll have to sell to buy. Maybe we will, maybe we won't. Christian says, love you, Dan. Love you too, my friend. I love you all. You're all fantastic. Okay. Non-activity TV says, sell Rashford 40, Sancho 25, Anthony 25, Garnacho 55, and I'm assuming Malacia on a free. We'll make money. So here's some comments. Here. Only worry with Sesco for me is he's coming to the Premier. He's only 22. We need someone with experience up top. He certainly looks full of potential. Manchester United have a habit of bringing these potential players in, and they absolutely flop. However, this guy, compared to what Rasmus had done at Atalanta, it's night and day. So I'm not as worried, Moxie. Especially if we get it over the payment structure, get it on Klarna. I'm not bothered. I think he'd be okay. And yeah, we do need a keeper. So Steve said I'd go goalkeeper. If we get Mbeumo, we've got goals. Even Rasmus might play better. Maybe. And Salam, I'm a new member of Manchester from Tanzania. Welcome, my friend. I hope you're well. Welcome. Hopefully our board has more brains than give that much money to a rival in the Premiership for Jackson. You'd like to think so. I mean, I saw some weird takes about Sir Jim, because obviously, as we all know, he went for Chelsea first. And there were people saying he hates United. He's just given the money to Chelsea, his first love. I'd like to hope not. At the moment, there's 2 or 3, I'd say, Hesty. 2 or 3. Smash them likes, smash them likes. Stop it, Sophie. You're making me cry. And hi from Thailand Cup. Hope you're well, Sergio. Hope you're well. Am I the only one that feels we can still hijack Gyökeres? Nah, definitely not. Gyökeres is gone. He's gone. He's gone. Adam, is this the same Adam? Is it? Hang on, let me go back, Adam. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. What did you say, mate? Sorry, I'm in such a good mood. Hi, Dan. Do you think you'll ever recover from losing the final to Spursy? Do you know what I did that night, Adam? Right? I went from this to this. It was a new season. I didn't give a. It's over. It's over. We can't live in the past. You have to think forwards, and that's what we're doing. Thanks for coming back, though. Sophie she has chosen violence. And guys, we're 4 away from 450. Let's get that done tonight. That would be absolutely incredible. Absolutely incredible. Niche fan says Cunha and Mbeumo and Sesco would be a successful window. I don't see any goalkeepers available that would suit us. Okay, so let me go into that. Let me quickly just check if there's any more comments about. Hang on a minute. Let him come. Yes, I agree. We've just smashed the 450 mark. That's mental. That is mental. And guys, if you haven't done it yet, look at this. We are 48 away from 500 subs. That would be insane. So if we can smash that, that would be incredible. Didn't expect that tonight. That would be amazing. Thank you, Father God. You are the great. He is. He absolutely is. He absolutely is. Brentford one day they will buy a player from us. We will do revenge. Yeah, keep that energy. Keep that fucking energy. Keep that energy. Yeah, honestly, Adam, it's all love. If you're new to the channel, it's always going to be love here, my friend. Always going to be love. Always, always, always. Wisdom says 3 weeks in, one player, Bryan, is very bad. United should pay exactly what other clubs want, bro. We finished 15th. Come on now. Wisdom. Wisdom with your second name. Ayo. Let's get positive. Let's get positive. Positive. I want to get positive. Come on. Come on. Right. Anyway, let's go through another story that we found. So the other story is the Emi Martinez one. So Emi Martinez apparently, again, this is apparently, I'll say it one more time, 21.6 million release clause for this guy. Now, it is worth noting that Ben Jacobs comes in again with the realism for us and says that this is more a case at the moment of Martinez wanting United. United have put the feelers out for him, but it's only been conversations. Now, there's two ways of looking at this. We said yesterday, Tez, Metch and I, we said about Jackson and Garnacho maybe being a swap. I don't want Garnacho being any part of any swap deal for Martinez. If it's true in what I'm seeing, which it does seem to be bringing more and more tonight, that Manchester United's Garnacho is wanted by Villa. If Villa want to pay us the money, absolutely fine. I still don't see why Villa would go near him. But if Villa want to pay us the money of 50 million, 45 million, whatever, and we then use that money for Martinez, I'm happy. This can't be a player swap. This won't be a player swap. We can't do that. And I tell you something, I agree with Iniesta here. Cunha, Bryan, Sesco, and Emi Martinez. Wow, add a couple more to that, and it would be a 10 out of 10 window for incomings. Absolutely. Is this true, by the way? England have 2 in 2 minutes their level. Away the lasses. Away. So what? Oh, United fans. Steve, come on. The only reason we don't live in the past, we remember the past. We're not that fan group. Well, I hope we're not. We're not here anyway. But yeah, so this is the question now. And I will go further than that with Iniesta. I will ask, there's over 250 of you in the chat. By the way, make sure you subscribe if you're new and get the likes in. And I want comments to this question. Cunha, Bryan, Sesco, Emi Martinez. Let's just say that Manchester United get them 4 players. What would you rate that window out of 10? Forget the other couple. What would you rate that window out of 10? Okay, so Cunha, Bryan, Sesco, and Emi Martinez. Good night, Wisdom. Hope you're well. Hope you're well, my friend. Have a pleasant evening. Have a pleasant evening. Because I'm going to tell you right now, if we signed those 4 players, I don't know if I could sit here and say that's an 8 out of 10 window. Lucas has gone straight in. I'll bring that up in a second. I'm with Steve. I would go a 7 out of 10 because the greediness in me, the starved football fan that's had to watch nothing but shite would want, as Moxie's just about to put in there, a midfielder. We'd absolutely need a midfielder. Manchester United, if we go out there and we get Cunha and Bryan, Sesco, Martinez, and we get a Richard Rios, well, then those 5 positions completely transform Manchester United. They transform the way we look. More importantly, with the profile of player that you're bringing in, they transfer the way that we play. Transfer. They absolutely sort that team out. And the players that we were looking at and going, shit, we're going to be stuck with some players here, they become squad players that come in and do bits. Now, if Manchester United get that window done, if we had a Richard Rios in there, then that becomes a 9, 10 out of 10 window for me. It does. It does. Based on where we've been, with the outgoings as well, that would absolutely solidify a fantastic season for Manchester United. Not saying I'd forgive Ineos straight away, but I would sit there and I'd look at it and I'd go, we asked for better players, we got them. Now, look, we are getting far too ahead of ourselves here. I'm getting far ahead of myself. And that's because I'm so happy about the Bryan news. We could get Bryan and they could go, right, the purse is shut. We ain't doing anything else now until we sell the players. And if that's the case, then I kind of really do worry where Manchester United go there, because some of these players are hanging on for dear life. If a Garnacho goes and a Sancho goes, you're looking at about 65 million for the 2 of them, plus the wages. That makes a big difference. That then, I think them 2 players going allows us to go out there and sign a striker. You get rid of Anthony. Anthony allows us to go out there and get that goalkeeper. You then get rid of Marcus Rashford, and that sorts it. That gets the midfield. Malacia is going to get us 2 or 3 million. I'm not really asked about that one. So let's have a look through some of these comments. Let's have a look. Let's go around again. Chat, what are we on subs at the moment? Let me know. Mods, can you let me know, please? I can't believe that. I can't believe that Sweden have done that, man. 8 out of 10. So Lucas says 8 out of 10, but can always do better. Andy says 8. Steve says 7. I'm going to say Isha Lovian. I'm sorry if I've got that wrong. It says 7 out of 10. We're desperate for a midfielder, ideally a number 6. I agree with that, Pete. That's what I kind of gone over that, haven't I? Steve says 8 out of 10. Ben says 6. Michael says 6. Nick says 6 because of lack of outgoings. I like that. I like that. Sean says, I strongly doubt we are getting a goalkeeper. Onana will not play second fiddle and we cannot sell him. Yeah, but Sean, right. We're going to think outside the box with this one, bud. We're going to think outside the box. Here's how you get rid of Onana. And I get it. You know, in the words of Roy Keane, he's a nice guy. Going around like he's a nice guy. That was horrendous. If there's anyone Irish here, I'm so sorry. That was horrendous. You bring in a top-class goalkeeper and you relegate Onana to the bench. His pride will take him away from Manchester United. He still has offers. Saudi clubs want him, and there's still that flirtation between him and Monaco. So bring in a goalkeeper, he will go. To be fair, only a 10 out of 10 if we get rid of the infamous 5. Excuse me. Where are we here? Where are we? I'm so sorry. Let me take a sip. That is so good. We need Sesco and Emi Martinez and a strong midfielder. Agree with that. Glenios knew Amarim's system needed at least 6 players in this window before we even took him away from his previous club. Never forget that. That's a great comment, Niche fan. As if Ineos go out there and do this, the question will always be asked of them, why didn't you back this manager 2 weeks ago? Why didn't you back this manager at the start of pre-season so he could get them all onto the training pitch, have them all ready for the pre-season tour? Never forget that. And that's where they let themselves down. 26 subs away, guys. There's 270 people in this place tonight. We need 26 more to hit 500. If we hit that, that will be absolutely bonkers. Keep me updated on those mods, please. You're not mods, you're family. What am I saying? Onana out and Jesus names we play. There we go. Staying up a bit longer, Wisdom is. There we go. Smash them likes and subscribe. Let's hit that 500. Yeah, let's hit that 500 tonight, yeah? It's getting hit tonight for the positivity. You are here because I am here for the positive vibes, okay? We are all here for the same thing. Michael says, Cunha, yes, good deal. Taking too long on Bryan. Will now take how many weeks to get a striker, and don't think we will get Emmy because don't see either of our goalkeepers leaving. Well, look, we know for certain that Biender's agent was in Carrington last week demanding talks as to what's going to be happening with his player. I said it then. I'll say it now. I'll come into the mic and say it. Biender, it's time to go, blood. Okay? If you know, you know. If you know the reference, you know. And there we go. Look at that. 24 subs left. Come on. Let's get these subs up. What else have we got? You said last week this was the week it would happen. I said it wouldn't happen. I was wrong. Forgive my disbelief in the Bryan Brigade. Brendan. Pump, 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 pump. Pump, pump, pump. Well, I guess it would be nice. Actually, I won't sing the rest of that. The song I was alluding to was, you got to have a faith, for faith, for faith. You got to have a faith, for faith, for faith. Bryan! That's what it's all about, brother. That's what it is all about. It's about keeping the faith alive. And there we go. I can only apologize, Brendan. I can only apologize, my friend. 23 left. Come on, guys. We can get this done. Okay, niche fan. Sorry, mate. I think I missed this before. Martinez is statistically worse than Onana. Why would we want him over Onana? Okay, I hear this. Last season, Martinez was statistically worse than Onana. But yeah, I still looked at that guy in goal, commanding his defence, being that outlet with the gob, being able to play out from the back. This guy is worth 10 of Onana's. He will revolutionise and galvanise that changing room, not just on the pitch, but off the pitch. We talk about Manchester United with the lack of characters. This guy is the type of character we need. For me, that is, anyway, niche fan. But I hear it. Dan, the rumour is Onana is rushing to get fit. He's worried. Yeah, of course he is. He did. Do you remember? Do you guys remember when he was due to go to the African Cup of Nations and he delayed going there? I think he missed like all the friendlies. Went there, dropped an absolute stinker, got dropped, come back. This guy is going to be he's going to be begging, isn't he? He's going to be begging. Troop and Son Leon says, Dan, if we buy a striker as well, we will be up to 7. I'm Irish. Honestly, my Irish was horrendous. Onana out. Brentford have rejected the bid. Don't say that. I'm not even gonna look, Ryan. Do you know why? Because I get notifications, my friend. And Elvis. The third bid has gone in. The third bid has absolutely gone in. We are looking good. We are looking good. That shirt will be held soon. 19 left, guys. Infamous 5, no direction. 10 out of 10 if we get Sesco. 16 more. Martinez, Rios, and Watkins, says Andy. Okay, so Andy, are you saying you want Watkins or are you wanting Sesco? In fact, let's put that as a vote in the chat, by the way. Let's put that as a vote in the chat. And let's end that poll. Let's put a new one. Start a poll. Do you want to start a poll now? That was beautiful. Who you taking? And we'll put a question mark and we'll put Sesco, Watkins. Feast your eyes on that. And let me know what you're thinking, guys. Thanks for the stream. It was really good. Thank you. Yeah, thank you, niche fan. Always welcome, my friend. Always welcome. Look at this. Honestly, this. Subscribe, guys, and hit that like button. We're almost there. Yeah, Brendan, when I come to Ireland one day, mate, we'll meet and you can teach me. And over 100 subs tonight, guys. That is phenomenal. Guys. And yes, listen to the OG in the house. Come on, chat. If you haven't done it already, hit subscribe. Guys, remember next Saturday. No. This Saturday, 2 p.m, I will be going live. We are gonna absolutely do a watch along for the Leeds game, and I kind of feel like this will be the perfect time to do it. There is going to be positivity coming throughout this weekend. I'm excited to do it. I can't wait to share that time with you all. If you want to watch it on TV and then just mute and listen to me absolutely butcher what I'm watching, This will be the place for you guys. 6 more, guys. 6 more. Don't forget, guys, Martinez. No, it's 1 game, Steve. It's 1 game. It's only 1 game. It's only 1 game he misses. It's only 1 game, so it's not. I'm not terrified, bro. I can't sleep. I enjoy your voice. Besides, you're good in my singing voice. Honestly, if X Factor was still on, I'd have absolutely gone for it. 1 more, by the way. 1 more. 1 more. Nick says, forget the stats. It's the eye test that tells you how good or bad Onana is. Do you know something? Look, Onana, by all intents and purposes, when you look at him, he is loved around the changing room. There is no denying that. People love Onana. They say he is a really good bloke. I won't try the accent again. He's just not a good fucking goalkeeper, is he? He's just not a good goalkeeper. Some of those mistakes he's made. Put it this way, right? I can count on 1 hand, right? How many times I've gone, fucking hell, Onana, what a save. Yes, get in. It's going to need more than 2 hands used a few times to think about mistakes he makes. Would I rather sell Sesco? Who would I rather? I'd rather Sesco. I think the ceiling's higher. Boom. Look at that. 500 subscribers. 500 subscribers, and that is down to the mods, that is down to the OGs, that is down to you fantastic people who have joined from the start and have stuck all the way through this. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Honestly, I won't go into it too much, but I absolutely needed this today, and you have absolutely made this man a happy man. We are just getting started with this. Thank you so much. Peter says, what do you think is going to happen with Kobe? Kobe is going to become leaner, meaner, and fitter, and he will find a way in this team. I've got no concerns. Kobe Mainu is young enough to still be learning his trade and to develop into a top midfielder. I wonder if Dan reaching 500 subscribers. Oh, I don't know if you might have missed a bit of there. Watkins for me, Premier League proven, no problem with that. Look at this. Part of that you are. Part of that you are, Moxie. I'd rather Mateta over Watkins if he's available, but Watkins is my second. Okay, that's fair. That's fair, Mustafa. And look at this. This is why this community is phenomenal, and this is why this community is going to grow and grow and grow. Okay, congrats, Dan. We've been here since day 1, and now on to the first 1,000, growing strong and quick as expected. It's fantastic. We've got so much work to do on this channel, and we are gonna do it. Absolutely gonna do it. We're close, Augustus. We're close. We are close. Are you the 600th? Are you the 600th? I don't think you are. I think we're a fair bit off there at the moment. Let's push to 1K. Well, yeah, that's the next goal. You know, we don't settle. We go for 1K next. Come to Cork, Dan. We show you where Roy Keane played in great bars. Honestly, I'm God, I won't say it too loud because Mrs. Robinson, but I do want to go to Ireland before the end of the year. I'm trying to get LB. The City fan to come with me. If you're watching LB, think about it. Yeah, and well done to all the new subscribers. Anyway, to watch the game in the US. Do you mean as if you're? Oh, sorry. Yeah. There's plenty of stuff. There's plenty of channels you can watch the game on when they play in the US. I'll be doing the watch-alongs for that as well. They're going to be late nights, yo. And is that Mr. Giniesta in there? I think it is, isn't it? There we go. So massive congrats. Yeah, thank you so much. Thank you so much. And yes, we build. Friday night show tomorrow night. Anything can happen on a Friday night show. It has to be Watkins, even though Sesco is an interesting option. Do you know something, right? Let me just hang on a minute. Let me just make sure I'm not too far behind with the comments. Think about this, right? Consider this. We had, I don't know how far I go back here, actually. How far shall I go back here? I mean, it's a few fucking weeks. We were sat here going, there's a real potential here that Manchester United could sign Dominic Calvert-Lewin, Jamie Vardy, or Callum Wilson. Fast forward to now, we are in conversations with a potential for Watkins or a potential for Sesco. This is what galvanizes a team. Any of those 3 transfers would have been an absolute nightmare. Any of them would have been a nightmare. These sort of transfers, they're the ones that get you behind. 511. Look at that. And we're on 164 likes. Let's get them likes up, guys. Let's get them likes up. Cheers, Dan, for correcting me with one card. Weirdly, Onana can't do the simple things. It's crazy. It is, Steve. Honestly, the warning signs were there his first season. Do you remember in the Champions League? He was absolutely fucking abysmal. Abysmal. No learner driver players. We need experience. I hear that. I do hear that. We were only on 300. Yeah, we were, honestly. We like 200 in the last couple of, in like, what was it, last 3-4 days. That's mad. We're making moves here. Thank you very much, Michael. And Brenda says, nice one, Dan. On the 500, only on YouTube. A month is it, and you are flying. We are flying. Don, as I said before, if you're new to the chat, the third bid's gone in, yeah? The third bid's gone in. I am confident that this bit here, those 3 letters, are the next ones we hear. Absolutely confident with that. Same with that as well, Mohammed. Hope you're well, my friend. 32 more likes. That would be incredible. Yeah. I know we all wait for Fabrizio. This is a guy running on pure faith here. We have had to go through so much shit the last couple of weeks. You can afford me the excitement for this for one night. Ruben's statement: don't take Rashford, Anthony, Garnacho, Sancho, Malacia on pre-season tour. Yep. Look, Ruben Amorim. Let's just go back to Ruben Amorim for a second. Ruben Amorim. I said this the other night. He has taken a lot of stick. We know that. But I think him coming out at the start of pre-season and naming those 5 players and saying, I don't want them. They don't even train with the first team. They don't even train with the kids. They don't get in here until 5 p.m. Okay? Him doing that, I honestly feel like it was to the board saying, look, you can keep paying them every week, but I ain't playing them. And this is starting to move in the way that we want it to now. Mustafa says, I've been here since 150, Dan. The grow is going well. It is. And you were here as well for 500. I heard someone saying palming the ball away is considered saving. Even if the ball is in a dangerous area, maybe that's why Onana's stats not so bad. Yeah, it's just fucking mental, isn't it? 25 to 550. 25 to 5. Yeah, look, is that what we are? 25 to 550. Let's go, yo. Let's go. Stefan says, do you think United should start bringing the youth through like United, like Sir Alex did? Well, we kind of had, Stefan. We kind of have, haven't we? Let's be honest. You know, let's go through it in the last 5 years. Let's go the last 10 years. Rashford, Greenwood. I know we don't like talking about him. Then you've got the likes of Fredrickson that started last season, Amas. Who else have we got? My mind's a blank. Mainu, of course. How can I forget Mainu? Elanga. That's just 6 off the top of my head. Is there anyone else I can think of? Chat. My head's a mess tonight. Bring some more up. Let me know. The problem with I think we've just got. Oh no, yeah. The problem with Onana is the defense don't have confidence. It's just like the forwards with Rasmus. Andy, you're completely right with that. LB will be the only City fan in Ireland. No, just warn him. Yeah, he's top bloke. LB is top bloke. 22 more for 550, and we need 23 more likes for 200. Let's make that happen, chat. Before I go, how about yeah? He's coming. Honestly, he's coming. Crazy good light ratio. Keep smashing it, people. It is a great ratio tonight. I can't tell you enough. Watkins and Vardy as backup. Right, okay, Michael. You've teased me. Would I take any of the 3 strikers that I named before, Dominic Calvert-Lewin, Vardy, or Wilson, as a third striker? As a third striker, yeah, I would. Yeah, I would. Yeah, of course I would. We can't rely on Rasmus. We can't. Say hello to my wife, Claire, and our son, Lennon. We love your channel. Claire and Lennon, hope you are well, my friends. Great to have you on here. Great people. Do you know what? Actually, Ben, we can rip it off now. We don't have to live in fear anymore. The book is back to how it was. What are we doing? Where are we? Hang on a minute. I've just seen something here. Let me have a quick look. A second. Is there? I can't see it now. I can't see it yet. I'll hold off on getting really excited about that one. Right, so what else we know? 9 more likes for 200. That's incredible. Yes, and do you know something? I'm sorry if I've got your name wrong. Is it Ajayi? We do need new players, and we need them now. Onana is fundamentally flawed. No steps taken towards the ball. Jumps towards the ball flat-footed. Absolutely no clue how or what Ten Hag saw in him. Well, the old story is Inter Milan laughed when we sent the bid in for him. You know, that's the old story. For me, he's too top-heavy. He can't get down quick enough. The goal in the Europa League final against Spurs just couldn't get down quick enough. Thank you, Christian. Much appreciated. Maybe we get press conference tomorrow for Leeds fixture and Brian update that. That's a good comment, that is, Mustafa. It wouldn't surprise me if that actually happens. It wouldn't surprise me if that actually happens. Yeah, Amarim has firmly put the ball in Ineos's court and said, okay, now back me. And this is what we had to have. And as Nick says here, Ruben standing up against player power is a show of strong character. Give him back and he will succeed. He will succeed, okay? He will. Seems fitting. Brian finally looks like he's through the door and we hit 500. We absolutely, honestly, it's been fantastic. It's been fantastic. I love each and every one of you. 12 more subs needed. The squad that defeated PSG in Paris. Yeah. Oh, Champions League, of course, Sesco. Yeah. That was when Lukaku got 2, wasn't it? And then we had that Rashford penalty at the end. 200 likes, guys. 200 likes. Thank you so much. That is brilliant. That is phenomenal. And 11 more subs for 500. We're getting there. We're getting there. Dan put that sticker back over the book immediately. We don't want to look. I'm a firm believer. We're going to be okay. We're going to be okay. And well, yeah, Giniesta, big up everyone. Big up everyone that's done this. 9 more subs. We have still got 235 in the house. 9 people. Hit that sub button now. Hit the sub button. Let's finish it on 550. Guys, what I do want to quickly finish on as well is Richard Rios. Okay, now we've all had that horrible sinking feeling that Rios is going to Roma. Well, apparently the talks have stalled because they can't agree a fee. Now, you know my thoughts on Richard Rios. You absolutely know my thoughts on Richard Rios. If you remember what I said, in fact, let me. Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Rios. Okay, yeah. So with Rios, what we have is a player that can play CDM, 6, strong, tenacious, still sort of, is he 25? Absolutely has the ability to go on and become a fantastic midfielder for Manchester United. And don't forget, available for 26 million. We get a Richard Rios in there. I'm telling you now, this changes the whole dynamics of Manchester United's midfield. And I tell you, we've been linked with so many other people. The one that frightened me was Tolisso from Lyon. Tolisso from Lyon, Tolisso's a completely different player. Attacking midfielder. Injuries were quite nightmarish over the past few years. I think Richard Rios, go in there, bully it now, and just bring him back to Manchester United. We see a midfield of Richard Rios and Bruno. I feel like Rios will have the ability, he'll have the fucking fitness to be that shoulder, okay? So that when Bruno does get caught lacking, and don't think for 1 second that Bruno won't get caught lacking. In that midfield role, he is going to have to learn on the job how to be a central midfielder and not a cam, okay? So we will need someone with legs around him. We will absolutely need someone with legs around him. What else have we got here? Imagine we do get the 600 tomorrow. Love the fact you read our comments and talk to us. Other YouTubers don't bother unless they get super chats. Look, Michael, we are a community. We are absolutely a community. I will always try and get through these comments as best I can. It does get tough, as you've seen tonight. I've tried to race through them, but if I see them, I will read them out. Always remember, guys, if I miss a chat, just redo it, and I'll get back through it. I absolutely will. And Alizwa says, do you think Amarim will bring the glory days again? Bring the glory days again. Yeah, look. Depends on what you define as glory days again. Do I think he'll win the Premier League in his time at Manchester United? At the moment, no. But that's only because he doesn't have the tools available to him to do that. Amarim has got a lot of work to do with this squad. There was that plan, and I'll finish on this, there was that plan that Barada said where we have to, 3-year plan. We have to focus on that to win the Premier League. In 3 years' time, even with 3 good summer windows, I don't think we challenge for the Premier League. I think we get into the Champions League places and become more consistent. It's going to take a lot of work because there's a lot of clubs doing a lot of good work there. And yeah, Ten Hag has absolutely done a job with us, Andy. You're absolutely right. And by the way, he's come out today as well and fucked us, hasn't he? He's come out and said, yeah, I love Anthony like a son. Love him like a son, but we're not going for him yet. Yeah? You remember you used to talk that? Yeah? I love him like a son. Yeah? You always used to say that. And yeah, 26 million is a snip. Low risk, high reward. Iniesta sounds like my job in commercial insurance, that does. And boom. There we go, guys. We have we've ended night at 550. I can't even believe that. Thank you so much. Each and every one of you from the bottom of my heart. Absolutely. To Queen Sophie, to Moxie Shun, to Andy, to Mustafa, to all of the guys from Newcastle, to all you new subs as well, for the likes and for the subscribe button there. I thank you so much. It has absolutely been a day from hell. I won't go into it too much. This has absolutely made my night tonight. So thank you so much. All of this, and Lucas as well, thank you so much. From day one, you lot have been here, and I couldn't love you anymore if I tried. Yes, you are welcome here, UK Gamer. And guys, we are going to end it on that. It has been a fantastic stream. It is all because of the work you guys put in. This is Dan United saying, Bryan Brigade, 550 subs, yo. Oota!